How many of the experimental subjects' wishes have been collected inside the core so far? 1,000? 10,000? We should fully utilize what we have. These results will pave the way and eliminate any obstacles in our future experiments.
Runaway fast technique!
Hurry up and give chase!
The number of slumber banana monkeys seems to be declining. The virus must have also been weakened somewhat.
Stop wasting your time on useless questions. It's almost time to hand in your papers.
Hold on. It seems to be intentionally guiding us toward them.
There's no need for hesitation, Ninja Hiryu. If there's an ambush, we foil the ambush. If there's a scheme, we thwart the scheme. It seems like the starting point of this formidable hunt will also be where it shall be concluded. How ingenious fate is. For the fiend.
But the experimental results have been so badly damaged. You're such a bunch of unruly students.
Fiendling Chief, there's nowhere left to run. It's time to face your punishment, delivered by my dazzling ninjutsu!
AKA-3, carrying high-quality primate genes selected from 32 civilizations for the atavistic experiment, went astray due to a trainee research ape's erroneous cultivation. Moreover, that trainee research ape showed no remorse and even colluded with the Galaxy Rangers, resulting in a devastating loss for the laboratory. In the end, we're only left with an abysmal piece. Failure.
You're a fiendling who only knows how to take orders from the evil ninja and go around causing trouble. What right do you have to judge me?
Of course. It's because of my dreams. Let us continue from where the previous lecture left off. Bananas are plants that propagate asexually. Each rhizome can bear several buds that will grow into a sea of banana trees, thus eliminating hunger problems, plaguing planets and perhaps even the entire universe. As for the selfish plants that place emphasis on personality and individuality, they will willfully spread their seeds and grow uncultivated. They only care about whether their genes are passed on, but do not know to contribute to the cause of their kind. Tell me, on a cosmic scale, which should be eliminated and which should be left to thrive?
Enough! Just shut up! When school started, you encouraged everyone to pursue their desires freely. But now you ridicule what it means to be free. Previously, you judged bananas to be a failed plant, but now you are singing praises of their selflessness.
The context is different. You can't generalize it in this manner.
When evil people do evil things, they always have a myriad of excuses to try and justify their own actions. You're self-contradictory and unreasonable, only striving to further your own agenda. There's no need to listen to such lessons. Fiendling Chief, Rather than continuing to weave lies, why don't you think about your last words?
Failures. A bunch of failures that cannot be cultivated. How can failures possibly comprehend the erudition of a genius? However, I can always rely on primitive methods to beneducate you on this theory. See this beautiful dream bubble? The family relied on the harmonious wishes of thousands of family members, and the power of the Stellaron to construct Penacony. I simply gathered and converged the abandoned wishes of thousands of monkeys into this dream bubble to create the moment of Slumber Nana. I will hand over its power to all banana advisors and assistananas. Banana, banana, banana. It's time for the final Lessanana. The name of this class is Dreaming.
Cosmic ninjutsu is ever-changing. Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration! Leave! Leave! Mask shatter! Leave!
On the still waters of oblivion.
A failed Lessanana. Unattainable dreams are just like the highest hang. Ow! Banana!
Mission accomplished.
What is this place? Wasn't I just in class?
Where have the bananas and Forrest gone?
Him, Don Hung, and Miss Rappa?
Yo, Ninja Ruri. Yo, Silvergun Shira.
Forking hell. They're making more of a scene than we are.
How can it be? How could such mighty aspirations be brought down by a bunch of failed kindling?
Feedling Chief, stop insulting others with your filthy language. The way of the ninja does not discriminate between classes. One who seeks the way of the ninja is a ninja initiate. One who upholds the way of the ninja is a ninja. And one who lives by the way of the ninja is a ninja hero.
I don't understand, Mana.
Me neither. Wait, no more nonsense. There's no point in continuing the conversation with the monkey brought up by Dr. Primitive.
Have you decided on what to do with this guy?
Torture is definitely on the menu. Whip him with a belt soaked in salt water and serve him everything that the IPC wants used on me.
The Fiendling Chief is guilty of multiple sins and deserves punishment. However, repentance is not what we seek. Instead, make him tell us where evil Ninja Osaru is.
Hey, you enjoy playing dead? Let's see if you can still play dead in the face of a banana covered with thorns.
All right, cowboy actor. You don't have to continue acting with that puppet.
A puppet? You little fudge head. Even your toad looks more like a puppet than he does.
You've hurt the feelings of the assistant director. You really should work on changing your crude way of delivering lines. Go ahead if you really want to torture a prop. But a certain gorilla who has just awakened at the border of Ozdana is probably about to depart.
Silver Gunshura, even with my super hearing, I'm no longer able to detect the sounds of the Fiendling. Perhaps Ninja Gamma is right.
Forking hell. That muddle fudger still got away even after all our effort.
Forget it.
Yeah, why are you so calm? You're always talking about how much you hate that scum. Why are you so unconcerned right now?
This night is long. The hatred of a ninja hero should be borne solely by themselves. Since Pinnacanny has finally ushered in a period of peace and prosperity, then let the mortal beings of this land of dreams embrace the sun once more. The hatred in one's heart might dissipate one day, but the way of the ninja within their hearts will never be forgotten. Ever.
Rappa, have you found your own way of the ninja?
Of course. Becoming the dazzling ninja is my way of the ninja.
No. That cannot be considered the way of the ninja. The way of the ninja is something a ninja lives by for the rest of their life.
Then, defeating the evil ninja?
You'll eventually defeat evil Ninja Osaru one day. Then what happens next is your reason for becoming the dazzling ninja, solely for defeating your enemies.
But he's not the only evil ninja in this realm, right?
Of course. In the cosmic ninja realm, evildoers are as abundant as the glittering stars. The gods have no spare attention to protect the mortals, and the powerful ninja masters with extraordinary ninjutsu powers constantly fighting against one another. That is the Mappo Age of the dark.
Then my way of the ninja shall be eradicating evil to my last breath. My bow drawn, no turning back. My heart shall remain unmoved until evil has been purged and justice enacted. To the end of the Mappo Age.
You guys actually experienced something so exciting. Seriously, bring me along on such adventures next time.
It was clearly you who went off on your own.
Ugh, forget it. Anyway, I was also able to showcase my capabilities while you guys weren't present. I definitely played a big part in your being able to resolve the situation so successfully. You're too kind, Ninja Galactic Baseballer.
The academic conference has concluded, and the actual acting dean and teachers are back. The university did not escalate matters. Perhaps it's because Mr. Rekka extracted a portion of the people's memories.
How scary. Could he have taken our memories as well? I don't want to lose any more memories. However, it's all thanks to him that the Dreamlight anniversary is going ahead once again. I hope that we can finally have some fun this time.
Yes, and I heard that Miss Robin is going to host the new opening ceremony in the plaza. Let's head over and take a look.
Isn't that Montana? And the other classmates? They're back!
The club is recruiting.
Hi, Montana. Are you feeling all right?
Yo! Ninja March!
Huh? What?
Don't you know? This is the most popular meme right now. It originated from Mr. Rekka's latest work, the Cosmic Ninjutsu Inscriptions.
That guy. I don't think he's paid our salary yet. By the way, Montana, do you still like Slumber Nana Monkey?
Slumber Nana Monkey? That's so last year.
Last year? Just yesterday at Dreamflux Reef, you were...
Dreamflux Reef? Where is that? Alright, March 7th. The latest trend now is the Cosmic Ninjutsu Inscriptions! You have to keep up with the trends! I'm going to the Ninja Appreciation Society's event now. Do you want to come along?
No thanks. I'm heading to the opening ceremony of the Dreamlight anniversary.
Understood. Then farewell, Ninja March!
That's Ninja Ruri to you. Farewell!
So is this what they mean by the rise and fall of trends in Penacony?
Son, I've thought it through. If you're too tired, let's just return to our hometown.
No, Dad. I'm not going back. I've earned a fortune during the anniversary celebration. Even though I don't do well in my theory courses, I can still become a salesperson in the future and make a great living. Just watch, Dad. I'll be sure to make a name for myself in Penacony.
Son, as your dad, perhaps I should also try a little harder.
It seems like Richie and his father have figured it out.
Shaleika, the desserts that you made are so delicious!
Give me one more! Give me one more!
Fellow students, there's enough for everyone, so please queue up.
Shaleika, you're simply a genius of dessert making.
Thank you. Maybe becoming a patissier after graduating doesn't sound too bad either.
It seems like Shaleika has also found her own way of the ninja.
Nana Bloom-chan, I heard you're going to be featured in Mr. Rekka's new film.
I'm just going to be a minor character.
I'm sure you'll become a superstar one day. Can I get your autograph in advance?
Of course. Here, take
Thank you. But who's this? Gabbana?
That's my name! I'm not going to use a stage name anymore. So, if you're going to be my fan, please remember that my name is Gabbana!
Nanobloom-chan, or should I say Gabbana, has gained some recognition.
Look, it's Himeko and Mr. Yang! Himeko, Mr. Yang, you're here as well?
That's right. We heard the anniversary celebration had been delayed, so we wrapped up the conference early and came straight here to see if we could catch the fun.
So, how was it? Did you enjoy your time on campus?
Is that so? Sounds like student life wasn't boring after all. Look on the bright side. Sometimes the most memorable things are the accidents of our youth.
Look, Miss Robin is here.
Hello, students. I'm very happy to be hosting the Dreamlight Anniversary this year.
Oh gosh, it really is Miss Robin! The opening ceremony this year is much better than last time.
Hold on. Who was the speaker last time?
I don't remember.
A long time ago, I also spent some time studying at Paperfold University. So, I can be considered an alumnus of the school. Paperfold University back then was just like how it is right now. There was a lack of freedom. Exams were a source of headaches. We had plenty of homework, and our thesis defense had stringent requirements. Well, it can't be helped, since this place bears the burden of training the future of Penacony. The annual Dreamlight Anniversary is the opportunity for students to temporarily toss their troubles aside. However, the anniversary celebrations will come to an end, just like how we'll eventually awaken from our dreams. But there is a type of dream that we will never awaken from, and should never awaken from. And that is the dreams woven by our highest ambitions. Some students wish to create beautiful objects, while others desire to lead amazing lives. There are some who even wish to become a better person. These are all amazing dreams. In our lives, dreams act as beacons that guide us forward. Once we have lit up the beacon, we may choose to rest at any time. This does not signify that we have given up. For as long as the light of the beacon can be seen, we will have the courage to restart our journey. I hope that all of you will be able to find your dreams at Paperfold University, and will dedicate your lives to realizing them. It is because of your sweet dreams that you can create color. It is because of your ideals that you can embrace freedom. Welcome to Dreamlight Anniversary. Color your dreams, free your ideals!
Despite the similarities to the evil realm, there are no clues here. Yo, Ninja Gamma.
Oh, how I wish that in the next film you can call me something better, my wonderful actor. Are you alone?
Each ninja has their own prey. Silvergun Shura only came to repay a favor, after which he returned to his own hunt. Is anything the matter?
After helping me shoot such an exciting film, I'm here to hand you your remuneration.
A reward won't be necessary. I'm only acting according to my way of the ninja. Riches are not what I desire.
Don't say that. I'm sure you'll be very interested in my remuneration. After all, this remuneration is about where Dr. Primitive went.
The clock winds back to the start of the journey to Penacony. The Astral Express, upon invitation from the Watchmaker, heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However, in this sweet dream paradise, they unexpectedly become entangled in two bizarre murder mysteries. A grand struggle for a legacy begins. Numerous factions enter one after another, acting in response to the situation. The family hosts also plot to capture the Watchmaker with this opportunity, and ensure the Charmony Festival takes place as scheduled. A confrontation between the emanator of the Nihility, Acheron, and IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire event. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's lies, and reveals the existence of the primordial dreamscape, Dreamflux Reef. The Express crew thus delves into the heart of the situation. Here, Gallagher reveals to everyone the truths about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, Mikhail, and the other Nameless. They finally uncover the legacy of the Trailblaze and, in doing so, receive a glimpse from the Harmony. To fulfill the wishes of their predecessors, everyone heads to the Penacony Grand Theater, with the intention of sealing the Stellaron. However, they are forced into a deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order. This great battle concludes with the fall of the Order once again. The future of Penacony remains uncertain. However, thanks to the mediation of the crew, the family and the IPC agree to cede some of their interests and reach a consensus. Penacony regains the right to determine its own destiny. In the very end, Sparkle makes a grand return with a startling bomb show. This crisis is ultimately resolved amid spectacular fireworks. With everyone receiving their own best ending, the tragicomedy of the sweet dream comes to a close.
What kind of drink? Amphorius, the eternal land.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle? Huh? Has it been that long?
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion, too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Yeah! Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me. Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? There are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work, then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like...
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, but quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom... I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due, so why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it?
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean, Mr. One Week. Please excuse me, I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibition?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after-echoes of the Order. will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes. No consumption of food except for burgers. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out. Huh. I reckon the worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet. Say, why don't you test it out this time? I'd love to see you do a handstand.
No, thank you.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to... Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now...
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now? I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in? Something's happening. What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something? Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh. I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough. Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out! Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Ugh. Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
This will strengthen our position.
A little something for everyone.
Stream forth, the gleam of hope.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who considers something like that a failure. What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now, we should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony, too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
Passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
How?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms? I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason. I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination. Could there be more to it? Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror. It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however. That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by. So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home? Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically. Not now. Of all... Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something... weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Ting-Yun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Ting-Yuns right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the suite.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful. Or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting-Yoon to her.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yoons aren't exactly easy to communicate with.